I'm sorry, y'all. I know I said that was it. I wasn't going to do no more lives. I was done. But this is a part 3. This is going to be the last one, I promise. I just thought of another experience that I had in Morocco that might be worth noting. Um, so when we went to Chefchouen, like I said, it was a 5-hour ride there. um, so when we got there, I was like thinking, okay, now I have to use the restroom. Wonder where we're going to use the restroom at. So we asked the driver, what's the restroom situation like? Do we have to go in restaurants? And he said yes. Uh, so we got out. We were looking for restaurants. We didn't see any right away that we would have wanted to eat at. And we just walking around. And so also, again, it was very hilly, steep hills, and I couldn't really walk but so far there. So we did pass like a little coffee shop. And I looked in there, so I wonder if they have a bathroom in there. So as we began to walk in there, my daughter and my grandson didn't come in. I noticed it was all men sitting in there. So I said, it's all men in there. So I felt like maybe it was like a cultural place for men to sit and drink coffee. And like women weren't allowed. But my daughter, you know how she's kind of bold. She just went on in there. Excuse me, do you have a restroom? So at first they just looked at us, but then first they just looked at us, and then they were like, motioned us to come this way. I think she went first. And when she came out, she told me, Mom, it's just a hole in the floor. And so I'm army trained, So I'm like thinking to myself, big deal, I don't care about a hole in the floor. It ain't got to even be a hole in the floor. It could just be, we could be just outside in the dirt. I don't care. I can go to the bathroom anywhere. Went in there. It was just a hole in the floor. But it smelled so bad in there. So I had my little nice orange outfit on. The shoes I had on were my like dressy shoes. They're made from a canvas, a tan canvas, but they have heels. They're very nice shoes. And they're comfortable to walk in. So I have this long dress on. So I go in there. I'm literally standing on pee when I walk in there. I do what I gotta do. I'm like, think I could figure it out. It ain't that hard to figure out, but I think I literally peed on my shoes, and I was really upset about that. And that's when we first got to Chefchouen. And I think that's after there, it was just downhill for me. I got so sick afterwards. So I did what I had to do, and then we left. And there was, I guess they had a young man whose job that it was to clean the toilets after each person leaves. Well, it wasn't a toilet. It was just clean the floor, I guess. So when we left, I could see as I walked out, he went in. They had like a spigot, the water came out. I just turned it on and tried to clean everything I could. But there's no way I could have cleaned my shoes to the level of my standard of cleanliness. So like I said, we walked out, and he went in there. I know it was his job to clean. I felt so bad for him because I know it stunk in there. And then, we tipped them anyway. We tipped everybody, everywhere we went in Casablanca. Everybody got a tip. Everybody. And trust me. So my daughter and my grandson did go to a Chinese restaurant there that did have a toilet like the toilet we're used to. A regular standard toilet, sink to wash your hands. I didn't go with them because I had to sit down. I literally couldn't walk like up the street where they walked to. I had to find a place to sit down. And anyway, it was just all downhill for me from there. But I was happy, don't get me wrong. That man knew we were Americans when we asked to go in there and use that bathroom. The locals would have known better. He let us in. Listen, I was happy to be able to use the hole in the floor. Trust me. I had to pee so bad. And it stank. I don't care. I've been to stinky bathrooms before. So I was grateful that they let me in their little stinky bathroom that was just a hole. I was 100% happy that they let us use the bathroom. And like I said, that just speaks to the people, to me, how great they are. They're great people, and they love Americans. And they could have said no, thinking, you don't want to use this bathroom, lady, trust us. And then this is a man's place. Usually men come here. But they didn't. They were flexible, and they let me use the bathroom. And I peed all on my shoes. And when I got back to the hotel, I cleaned my shoes. And when I came back home, I cleaned them even further. But I think that set the tone for me. Like I said, from then on out, it was all downhill for me at Chefchouen. I just wanted to share that experience. I don't know why. I had such high hopes for Chefchouen, the Blue City. Such high hopes. I had such high hopes. But it was just not meant to be. Okay, that's going to be my last story. Okay, bye.